What is going on, everyone? Greatest Hits here. I'm back yet again with another video for you guys today. I just want to come on here and tell you guys thank you for all your love and support, and like, commenting, sharing. Yeah, guys, we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm happy about that. We have 1,002 subscribers now, and I plan to get at least 10,000 subscribers within 3 years. Hopefully I can do that. That is the next goal, and then the goal after that is pretty much 1 million subscribers. But thanks again for supporting me and giving me some advice on what I should do to the car next and all of that. I appreciate every single one of you. I want to engage with my subscribers a little bit more, and just tell you what I'm about and where I came from and all of that. So first off, I'm originally from Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in the suburbs, so a nicer town. My parents didn't want me to have an upbringing over there, since some parts of Chicago is pretty bad. Waiting for this train to stop, toot this horn. One second. It's coming. Maybe not. So yeah, I am from Chicago, Illinois. I go up there every year or two to visit family and stuff like that. I'm 28 years old. My birthday was this past February, and I live in Mississippi now. I moved in Mississippi back when I was 11 years old, and that year was 2008. So yeah, another thing that you don't know about me is that some of y'all probably do know about, but I'm a mechanic. I work on cars. I love working on cars, and one of the reasons why I wanted to be a mechanic is so I can learn how to do this kind of stuff here, which is build a race car, a street race car, and stuff like that. So in order to do something like this, you have to learn from the best and go to school and do all this kind of stuff and get certificates. You don't necessarily have to have a certificate for certain things like ASE and stuff, but you can learn just, you can work at Walmart as an oil change technician. That's what I did. Before that, I was in high school doing Rotec school and stuff like that, and I graduated from that. It was a lot of like basic training on being safe, putting your glasses on, your gloves on, stuff like that, and learning how to work with tools and what certain tools is, sockets, Torx bits, Phillips screwdrivers, you name it. A lot of the general basic stuff. I pray and hope that you guys will continue to support me and my channel, and that I can get this car running soon. Hopefully either by the end of the month or the end of next month. I just need injectors, a pump, and I need to, bolt all of that stuff up and put the lines on and the filter and regulator and stuff. I want to do something else after that, and it's going to take a pretty penny to do it, but we'll see where that goes. For now, it is like 90% done, and I just can't wait. The build is also never done legitimately, because even when the car is finished, I still have to paint it. I still want to do some other things to improve the look of my engine bay and all of that, and the performance of the car, and eventually the power that I want to make right now it's going to be slow, and then I'm going to up the boost more and more and more, and then I have to build it again. Not entirely, but just mainly probably just the rods, and then the Turbo 400 that can only hold 800 horsepower. So the build from a car enthusiast standpoint is never done. It just isn't, because there's always something else that you want to do to the car to improve it, and it's just constantly improving. And it's honestly a money pit. So yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. And I just wish car parts and cars and everything like that were cheaper, but they're not. But anyways, that's a little bit of my personal life to you guys, and some other things that I need to get done with the car. I say some of the same things a lot, so just be patient with me. So right now the car is still on jack stands. I want to bring it down on its four wheels, but I'm kind of contemplating that because I kind of want to get my transmission back so I can install it in here. But it would be easier to take the car to my buddy Austin's shop down in Southern Speed Solutions, which used to be AC High Performance. So I was told. But if I can get that all worked out, I can get a trailer, hook the trailer to my Dodge Ram that's sitting behind you guys, and then put the car on the trailer, get it down over there, and get the transmission in, get the fuel system in, and get the last piece of the puzzle for this car in, so I can actually put down the power. But anyhow, the car is still work in progress. The last thing I'll ever do to this car is probably paint it, and that's gonna be a lot of money, but we'll see what happens. But that's what I plan on doing. I know most of y'all are probably saying to yourselves, your longtime viewers, the OGs, started to watch my YouTube channel from the beginning. Most of y'all have noticed that the stripe is gone, and I put a big navy blue Firebird logo decal on the hood, and then I added that as well for Pontiac, and then I put the feathers and stuff on the door panel and the rear fender and whatnot. It makes the car look so much better, but I didn't really like the stripe too much. It was cool, but it wasn't really that cool to me. I was gonna get rid of it anyway, and then I was going to want to paint the car, but then something else happened. Life kind of got in the way. I started to want to sell the car, but end up keeping the car, and it's just a whole thing. So I just kept it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna put this decal on myself, since some people want to charge insane amount of money to put decals on their car, which that's just part of modifying a car. This is what it looks like now. I know if y'all have noticed that before, but this is here to stay, unless if I gotta take it off in order to paint the car, then I have to buy brand new decals again. It's decent looking, but if I can find somebody that can do it for me for a reasonable price, then it would look a lot better. Oh, and by the way, I have a cracked windshield when I went ahead and put the wiper blade arm on. Both of the wiper blades were in the opposite position. They were on the wrong spot, so I had to flip them. I didn't notice that until I had a cracked windshield, because I was sitting there pushing on it, and I guess it kind of cracked behind it, and then over time that crack grew. And now that I've noticed it, I was like, dang, now I gotta get a windshield. So I flipped the wiper blade arm over, and then that's it. And then I have to put a new windshield in there. So it's always something with these project cars, man. It just is. It just is. Another thing that you guys should know about me, in case if you haven't read any of the description on my YouTube page or anything like that, my name is David Hitz, last name Hits. That's literally how it sounds. I know, kind of cool, but kind of weird. It's not really a common name, but yeah, David Hitz. And I said to myself, when I start a YouTube channel, what do I want to call myself? You know, as like a stage name or whatever. I said, you know what, Greatest Hits will be really cool. Even though Greatest Hits is basically music, and it's hard for you guys to find me through all of that. But if you just put in Greatest Hits in the search, and then Firebird next to it, then you'll be able to find me. And I'll be right there, just the first person that you see. But anyhow, Greatest Hits goes really well. I wanted to put greatest, capital G, and then lowercase everything else, and then the hits be all in caps. That way it makes kind of more sense, I guess. Instead of capital G and then lowercase the rest of the letters. So I felt like it was a little bit more fitting and makes a little bit more sense. That way you guys can kind of get the hint that, like, hey, this is my last name and I'm calling myself Greatest Hits. It's really cool. Also, I want to be the greatest at what I do, which is build cars, race cars. I want to get my own shop one day, and you know, I want like a small group of team to come together and do great things. Now, there's a lot of greats out there that I watch on YouTube and stuff like that, but I want to be the best at what I can do. So whatever that may be, but I know it has to be building cars because that's what I love doing. If y'all like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, Greatest Hits. More videos to come, and that's about it, guys. From here, y'all should be seeing this car in a shop instead of a storage unit. But anyhow, Greatest Hits, out. Oh, y'all like my new shirt? I'm a shirt guy. I like these, you know, car shirts, LS stuff and turbos and all that. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Greatest Hits, out.